Well, maybe that explains why Victoria has the worst debt of any state in Australia by a million miles, while Melbourne is a crime-ridden, graffiti-smeared shell of its former self. Why those Victorians who can are getting out, why it has the worst-performing real estate market in the nation, with property owners smashed by land tax bills, and last week why a 91-year-old woman with a fractured pelvis and horribly bruised face was told, get yourself to hospital. Now, maybe Daniel Andrews has an answer to all of that mess, and that's why Jacinta Allen thinks it's a good idea to tell the world she considers him such a great sounding board, saying in the Galloway interview this morning, quote, I feel really fortunate to have Steve Bracks, John Brumby and Daniel Andrews, three former premiers who I can tap into for support, advice, information, share a laugh and share a joke, unquote. Well, Premier, I'm not sure there's a lot to laugh about in Victoria and not a lot to joke about either, given the bin fire you're running in the once great state of Victoria. The state's debt is unbelievable. It's predicted to hit $194 billion by the end of the decade, with one estimate putting the daily interest payment every day, the daily interest payment to service that debt at $40 million a day, or if you like it, just under $2 million an hour every hour of every day. The figures are just so huge, so outrageous, so high that most people can't even get their heads around it. And it seems the voting public of Victoria, well, they don't care because they keep electing Labor election after election. 3 times Daniel Andrews was voted in, even after imposing the longest COVID lockdowns anywhere in the world. Victorians seem to have Stockholm Syndrome. Either that or they are just gluttons for punishment. Or is it that the great immigration Ponzi scheme that has seen Victoria's, with that breed, Melbourne's population, grow by 2 million people since 2000? That's 2 Adelaides. Now, many of that 2 million have been jammed into the sprawling western suburbs of Melbourne that will, before the next election, get an over-budget and over-time Westgate Tunnel, providing a second crossing of the Yarra, just in time for voting day. Surprise, surprise. Plus, this year, the Metro Tunnel project, another tunnel bypassing Melbourne's jammed-up city loop, that'll open. Shiny, new, expensive infrastructure projects aimed at voters, while at the same time providing jobs. Now, I wrote at the weekend that
bit of traffic tonight.
The machetes, the carjackings, the
camera notifications,
system, and free ride for renewable companies to ride roughshod over farmers, that odds are on that Jacinta Allen would win a full term for Labor, taking its rule to an uninterrupted, can you believe it, 16 years.